Hello students, on this video I'm going to show you how to answer question 22 from Handout 5a, which is a review. And this is just a phrase, it's an equation, but it's given as a phrase, so you have to translate it or transform it into an actual equation with numbers and symbols. Okay, so let's start digesting this part by part. It says when 5 times a number is subtracted from, I believe this is 7 times a number, right? Might have gotten this wrong here. Subtracted from 7 times a number, the result is 16. What is the number? Right, so since it says the result is 16, I know I'm going to have an equal sign at some point that says equals 16. Okay, so what is going to be on the left side of this equation? Well, 5 times a number, times, times represents a mathematical operation, which is multiplication. So 5 times a number, and we don't really know what number that is, right? So I'm just going to transform 5 times a number to 5x, just to start with, okay? So 5 times a number is subtracted from 7 times a number, so I also have a 7 times x, or 7x, okay? Now this is where people get confused, because it says 5 times a number is subtracted from 7 times a number. So I have two options. So what is going to be the correct option? Is it 5x minus 7x, or 7x minus 5x, right? So which of these two choices is going to be the correct one? Because in the answers there's going to be an 8 and a -8, which is pretty much what the answer could be. Okay, so which of these two is correct according to the wording of this sentence? Well, it says 5 times a number is subtracted from 7 times a number. So if it doesn't make sense in your mind or your head, 7 times a number or 5 times a number, just go ahead and convert those into normal numbers, right? Let's say instead of it saying 5 times a number, it will say when 2 is subtracted from 5. So what is 2 subtracted from 5? Is that 2 minus 5? Or is that 5 minus 2? So 2 subtracted from 5. So it really looks like you have 5 and you're taking away 2, right? You're subtracting 2 from 5. So it looks like with this given wording, the second number that appears is going to be the one that goes first minus the first number that appears, which in this case is the 2 for this small thought experiment, right? If it says 2 subtracted from 5, it means 5 minus 2. So the same way on this problem, when it says 5 times a number is subtracted from 7 times a number, that means 7 minus 5. Right? This is what we're looking for, a 7 minus 5, because 5 is being subtracted from 7, of course, times a number, right? So this is what we're going to keep in here. 7x minus 5x equals 16. Now we're trying to solve the equation, so I'm going to go ahead and combine like terms. So 7x minus 5x, or 5x subtracted from 7x, is going to be 2x. And the last step is just going to be divided by 2, both sides. 2 cancels out, and then you just have to do the operation, which is 16 divided by 2. And that's going to be x equals 8. And this has to be the correct answer for this problem. So make sure that you read carefully the question, right? And if it doesn't make sense at first, remove the 7 times a number, remove the unknown variable that you have in there. Just convert it into any number just so that it makes sense in your head, right? If it says a number divided by 3, I don't know if this is just a new example, right? A number divided by 3. Just coming up with a new example, okay? I don't know if this is going to be x over 3 or 3 over x, right? Just make a thought experiment. If you say, instead of saying a number divided by 3, why don't you say 2 divided by 3? So what does 2 divided by 3 look like? 2 divided by 3, right? So then you know that a number divided by 3 is going to look like this. This is just a small thought experiment. It always works to do thought experiments when the problem is given in words and you have to transform that into equations, right? So go ahead and let me know if you have any other questions. I'm giving you here my YouTube channel. Where I'm going to be uploading videos and answering any questions that you might have.